Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here. Back to disappoint you harder than the ticket you bought for the Justice League in XCOM, War of the Chosen. But, you know, I kid the Justice League. For a couple different reasons. One, nobody actually expected the Justice League to be worth a damn, so I mean, it's kind of hard to be disappointed about it. It was always gonna suck. Two, the movie actually wasn't bad enough to be especially salty about it. I mean, it was not good, but it was just sort of there. It wasn't spectacularly bad enough to be remarkable. It didn't even manage to flop right at the box office with like a $90 million opening weekend. It wasn't even that much of a financial failure. It failed to be spectacular even in its failure, much like The Chosen we got working here. They're spectacularly unspectacular. Justice League is the movie equivalent of the color beige.
Lest you be restrained.
Yeah, you guys keep talking. I'm just gonna go into my third reason here. No reason that I'm kidding the Justice League, and that is because, I mean, basically I'm the Justice League of people. Nobody really expects me to be worth much, and I'm also sort of the human equivalent of beige as well. I don't know, maybe not so much of a beige, maybe I'm more of a taupe. But hey, XCOM, and we got The Chosen here. They're talking about stuff, right? Maybe The Chosen can come forward and be the Gal Gadot of this Justice League scenario, and that they'll be the single bright spot in what is otherwise a bleak, barren landscape entirely bereft of hope. Probably not if Bala Derp's initial performance is any indication. She's not going to be able to Gal Gadot it and save the franchise, but it's okay. You know, the rest of the cast, no matter how hard they try, are at least not going to be able to bring her down to their level. Gal Gadot does not play down to a Ben Affleck. Oh, she was trying to get them to play up, but it just didn't work. They just didn't have the strength. I feel sorry for Gal Gadot. She's got a bum rap. Yeah, are you done talking yet, Elder? I've been sitting here yammering about the Justice League movie for a while now, and honestly, I think I've already exhausted every possible topic for the subject because it wasn't even interesting enough to be remarked upon. It wasn't bad enough to be, like I said, not bad enough to be salty about, not good enough to be like, yeah, it was okay. It's like Omaha, man. It's just kind of there, right in the edge of Nebraska, and you'd be like, yep, look, there it is, Omaha. You want to go check it out? Oh, good Lord, no. No, I have no intention of going to Omaha. Why? What's wrong with it? You know, not anything in particular. I mean, it's not like it's comic New York, where you'd be like, oh, it's the world's toilet. It's just sort of, you know, Omaha's just kind of there. Hey, are you allowed to show flash forwards to the end cutscene, Mr. Elder? Fucking spoilers, dog. Oh, you know what? There is one other thing I can talk about for the Justice League movie. One other thing. Whoever wrote all of Aquaman's dialogue, they need to be repeatedly punched in the dick and or vagina. I don't know who you are, honestly, and I'm too lazy and uninterested enough to Google it, but you know what? You deserve some genital trauma for the Aquaman thing. Not for failing to make Aquaman cool or likable, by the way. I mean, it's fucking Aquaman. You were always gonna fail in that respect. Nobody can make Aquaman cool or likable. That's an impossible task. But what you deserve the punch to the groin for is for trying so hard over and over and over again to salvage the unsalvageable. Sometimes you just gotta shake your head and just walk away. You gotta shake your head and leave that dead horse, let it lie untouched in a ditch until it rots away and everybody sort of forgets it was ever there to begin with. Beating the corpse, you're just drawing attention to the big, bloated, stinking problem.
Mox was captured protecting one
Not really, Volk. He was sort of captured because he was an idiot and just didn't get on the Sky Ranger after everybody was safe. But, I mean, if that was Deanna Troy's cover story, go for it. New faction orders granted. All right, we got heavy equipment and lightning strike. Covert actions are now available in the ring, and I think we can actually build the covert operations ring. Now we have uncovered... Hey, your name is different! Oh, how am I supposed to make jokes about Bala Derp when now our name is Gurmai Masha, the Void Maiden? Gurmai Masha also sounds like something you would order at a Thai restaurant. Yeah, I'd like a side of the Gurmai Masha. Ooh, maybe with a little that mango chutney on there. Delicious. All right, let's go back to the Avenger for a minute. I'm very disappointed about Ball of Derb. Although Gurmai Masha, I mean, Gurmai, we're gonna mosh her. Just, no. I'm sorry. I want to take that joke back, but it's fucking too late now. So we're clearing alien debris for 3 days. At the end of that, I'm going to want to immediately begin building my covert operations ring. We don't have one available. I'd like to get the orders put in as quickly as possible. We do have to wait for our first month, I think, to give that, and we're only going to get one. If we can get the covert operation ring in, maybe we can get up enough to do one of the, well, no, never mind. I was going to say maybe we can expand our influence, but we're definitely not going to be able to do that because we just won't have enough time. So 4 days for rookies, 6 days for supplies. I really want those supplies, but I also really want the rookies. I mean, you guys have been dropping some suggestions down in the comments section. We're going to get a few more of those new players in as soon as I can find the time to customize them. Don't worry, we'll bring them back. I know there's some much-loved personas that are bumping about. People want to bring them back. I want to bring them back, especially if they've got a fun voice.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known.
If only I had known Aquaman was going to be as woefully executed as he turned out to be. I would have went and saw Thor Ragnarok again.
Components of the chip
If only.
implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex.
Well, I mean, we're talking about me, Dr. Tigan. I think my cerebral cortex's limitations are pretty well documented at this point. I'm not sure I'm capable of processing a massive amount of data. I mean, on a good day, I'm lucky I don't just fall down an open manhole. On a bad day, I typically will fall down an open manhole.
It's truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did.
Down that manhole? You're right, Dr. Tigan. I mean, I broke both of my legs and I was down there for like 3 days. It is pretty remarkable that I survived.
Bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implant
Wait, so not only are you responsible for tearing that chip out of the back of my skull through the front of my face, but you built it in the first place? Damn, Dr. Tigan, every time I think I hate you as much as it's possible for one human being to hate another one, you give me a new fucking reason. Oh, remember that thing I savaged you with when I ripped it out of the front of your skull? Yeah, also, I'm the guy who built it and let the aliens put it in you in the first place. What's next? You can tell me you spat on it before you stuck it in my skull and then hope of giving me like a wicked infection? Goddamn jerk, Tigan.
Have clearly been modified.
So we get the infirmary available, sectoid autopsy, advent officer autopsy. Okay. The infirmary we're going to want to build relatively quickly. Should we do the autopsy or should... You know what? I think we should go for the autopsy as opposed to resistance communications. Mag weapon's still well off the table at 42 days.
The advent officers appear to be similar.
Plus, this will give Dr. T a chance to, you know, get himself some booty.
In terms of power and
Loves
agility.
the booty.
However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate advent forces.
Hey, Dr. Tigan, one question I always have for you, and well, in addition to how you keep your, like, little lab coat there so sparkly white, it's actually surprisingly clean. If you're gonna go for the face protection thing there, where you wear, like, that little mask, why don't you put anything over your bald-assed head?
Rather than subterfuge.
Are you okay with just whatever goop flies out of the alien splattering the top of your scalp? You'd be like, oh, I don't want to get that in my eyes or nose, but, you know, my open scalp. Nah, that's fine. Go ahead and just get it all over there. How do you think I get my head so shiny? It's actually alien goop that I use to wax my dome. Okay, get some debris cleared. That's going to give us a bunch of supplies. Aw, man. Okay, we could build a training center. But wait, we can't build the resistance ring. Never mind. Build that immediately. Yes. Resistance ring, a #1 priority. Pyotr Lebedev is going to go to work on building that. Would I like Lebedev to build that, or would I rather have him digging a hole? You know, honestly, I think I want him... Forget digging a hole. Yeah, we'll just wait 4 days until our other engineer gets finished. We're going to let Lebedev continue that. I want the resistance ring up and operational as quick as humanly possible. Picked up Zachary Leroy and Dominic Kowalski. Kowalski! Kowalski sounds like he's a renegade cop of some variety. You know that guy is a cop. Dominic Kowalski, he's clearly some manner of cop, probably a detective. Maybe he works in Vice, and he's got like, you know, somewhat questionable shenanigans, so he's constantly getting investigated by internal affairs. And at any point in time, at any given day, the chief could come storming out of his office and go, "God damn it, Kowalski!"
Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been
Telling
quiet
you,
lately.
it's Kowalski's
Guessing
job
we have
in
you to
life.
thank for that.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Because it ain't gonna last very damn long. It's the same way John Bradford treats a fresh flask of bathtub gin. Hey, enjoy it while it lasts, because it ain't gonna last very damn long.
Fellow
I'm John
citizens,
Bradford.
For 20 years, the Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world.
You gonna next tell us how you're gonna repeal the Affordable
Our
Care Act?
cities prosper, our
How
people
your tax
flourish,
cuts, you
and
know, are
our
beneficial for
world
people who don't
heals.
own private jets?
And yet, among us,
No?
there are
Okay,
still
never mind
those
then.
who would refuse
Continue on.
to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved crumble.
Multiple radar
Uh-huh.
contacts on approach.
Did you build your wall yet, Speaker Ryan? Oh, wait, that's not your wall. Sorry.
Even as I speak to you today,
Yep, the gin is gone.
territories to end
Every time I see this cutscene, I am struck by how powerfully ugly this woman is.
Losing you, Avenger.
We will ensure your
Look at her.
safety.
She's hideous. Oh, Pete just firing shots at her because she's in. No, it's not to do with the. I mean, that's a powerfully ugly human being.
With your cooperation, we will overcome these radical
It's not just because she's completely incompetent and stood there while her entire village got eradicated by Advent forces, even after Bradford was clearly warning her.
The chance. Commander.
Don't forget the faceless Bradford. It's about to wiggle its way out. All right, John. Here we go. Come on, give me that rump. Shaking that rump like a rump shaker. You know what I want to see, Mr. Fell. Oh, give it to me. Yeah, he's got the shimmy that gives me the jimmy and the wiggle.
We have a squad ready to move on the Resistance Haven currently.
All right, let's do it
besieged by
then.
the aliens. Give the word
Operation
and we'll
Crystal
move
Star
out.
Haven
Our next
Assault.
operation will
Maybe
put
we'll
us
get
right
some
in the middle of
resistance people
chosen
to help us out
territory.
on this one. That would be
There's a good
delightful
chance
because at
they'll
this
show
point I
up
think
to
the resistance
interfere, so we
troopers
should plan
may be
accordingly.
better than our own team. So what do we got here? John, Jinboy, Bradford. We got Dragon Nova. I mean, I like the Outrider. We got a rookie on here. Well, you can fucking beat it, Rook. We got anybody else to come fill in? Helen Deadeye Keller is tired. Taylor Swift is tired. We'd have to take... We could take a weary Taylor Swift. I don't hate that idea. If only 2 cases were available. If only Yuri Novak were here to save us. Well, we got to work with this, and one thing we actually need to do is... Can we not build items? We can. I would like to build some items first, please. We'll come back to this in just a moment. We need to build ourselves a med kit. I had forgotten that we didn't build one, and Bradford probably should be toting
What can
one
I do
into
for you,
battle.
Commander?
Build me a med
You'd be
kit. That's
surprised
what
how
you
big
can
of a
do.
difference some of these things can make in combat.
It's a lot of supplies.
With a few supplies, I can manufacture anything we need in no time.
Well, I mean, you already did a med kit. You got it
Having a
lickety
commander
split,
around
and I'm
seems
actually
like
pretty
gonna-
pleased with your contributions there, Shen. You did a good job. I'm doing it there. Optimus Prime, would you stop pressuring me, douche nozzle. All right, Lombardi, beat it. I'm not taking you. So I guess we're gonna have to go with Kratos, Freeman, John Bathtub, Bradford. I guess we'll take. I guess we'll take Dragonova. We gotta get an edit in here and actually just, you know, she is a special character, but also special, not special. We need to redo that. We gotta assign this an actual personage. We'll assume this is a pen name for this episode. And then the question becomes, do we want to take Lindsay 80 Proof Lohan or Steve the Immortal Irwin? And I mean, gotta go with Steve on that one. Yeah, that's right, Pete. To you right, mate. Gotta go with the old Steve Irwin. Can't say no. Can't say no. Who doesn't love a good Steve Irwin? Crikey. You see me got my short pants on there, Pete. I mean, I'd taken to wearing the armor there in the late game, but I felt like I'd get back to me roots there. Just my patented khaki vest, khaki trousers. Now, it's time to go jump on a gator, wrestle a bag over his head, zip it up there with some quick duct tape, chuck him in the truck, and then it's home to me wife and Bindi. Don't remember what his wife's name is, but she dated Russell Crowe for a while.
Word just came down. The aliens have amassed a huge force to strike.
You know Steve was rolled over in his grave on that one.
And those people desperately need any help we can provide.
Operation Crystal Star out of Defiance Cove in West Africa. Alright, let's do this. Not that she's not entitled to date, it's just that, you know, after being married to Steve Irwin, I think Russell Crowe is at best a lateral move, and honestly, let's face it, probably a step backwards. One of them's Steve Irwin, the other one's, you know, the guy who throws telephones at people when he's angry.
But we need to help protect the civilians trapped nearby.
Alright, so we're gonna go protect these civvies. That's a big lot of them. That's good. Okay, so we are gonna have some of those resistance soldiers on our team. That's fantastic, because we need them. So we got a little concealment here. Morgan, the immortal Freeman, the god of war himself, is ready to get out and do some work for us.
Confirmed.
Let's take firsties with Freeman. We probably should be taking firsties with our, and the smart move there would be to take it Dragonova. What can I say? I'm the XCOM equivalent of the colored beige. I'm never going to do the smart thing. Let's see if we can go. Can we actually rescue these people on our first move? We can. Let's do that.
Covering ground.
I'm going to need all the help I can get, and if that help has to come in the form of some resistance soldiers, you know what? So be it. You're going to activate a pod if we move up there, though. Alright, how close can you guys get and still get an Overwatch shot to maybe, just maybe, get us a little bit of an extra jump on the enemy? Alright, bathtub, let's bring you over. Okay, for a second I thought I forgot to equip... I did forget to equip him with the med kit. Son of a bitch.
I'm on it.
Overwatch for you. Irwin, are we going to be able to get you any? Like, if we put you here... we might be able to get you a shot through this door if we open it and these guys patrol towards us. So we'll have Steve come over here. We'll have him pop open this door. And then just drop into OW. Let's see if maybe these guys will walk this way. That's exactly what we wanted. And crikey, Pete, it was a great plan, and Steve Edwin is here to execute it. Got you a little free damage on our sectoid pal there. Now my old friend John Bradford might be able to finish him off. Well, John Bradford, you know, he's got the whiskey dick there, finishing him bloke off, maybe not necessarily his best talent. Got another sectoid coming in on the backside. That's okay. Our resistance boys are going to get this dude. I can feel it. The resistance has got this guy coming. Alright, resistance personnel, you're on this. Let's do it. You got some flank shots here. Take advantage. Alright, still 2 damage. That's something. You got another bro there. Have him help you out. Toss a grenade in there, man. Okay, well, I mean, you tried. Good effort. Good effort. Can't win them all. So Morgan Freeman is pinned like a champ. But we may not need Freeman to get the kills here. Can we get... oh, these guys are too far apart. I was going to say, if we could hit both of them with a grenade, we might not actually need Freeman's intervention. We actually may still not need Freeman's intervention here, because we do have Dragonova. She has no abilities. If Freeman moves, basically he's going to get busted. But that other pod is already active. So what we could do is bring Freeman over here on the slash, or we could have him come over here and finish this guy off. Let's see if somebody over in this neighborhood can pick off the sectoid. Like, we can get Bradford a flank shot if he hunkers down behind this burning car. I like this. So we bring... okay, Jim Boy, John Bradford, stand and deliver. Well, Bradford's dealing on him.
No longer a threat.
Bradford gets the hit. All right, beautiful. So, we could have... Morgan Freeman can come over here and definitively kill this man. Can he do it from this tile? No. If he could do it from that tile... actually, you know what? If we come over here and open... nah, I was going to say, if we come over there and open the door, he may be able to do it. I really want him to have cover at the end of that move. Although cover might not be necessary, because I don't think the enemy's even going to have line of sight to him. Unless he spawns an enemy, because there's one up in this direction, which is, like, potentially an issue. Steve, if we just bring you in here, we could have you take a shot. Then we could have Freeman go backtrack it, but I don't know if I like that plan. Dragonova has a flanker. Alternatively, you know what? She might be able to kill this whole pod because that man is. Where's the other man? Where'd he go? Is he in this tile? Okay, he's in this tile. Is our explosive going to be big enough to hit both of them? Yes, if we drop it here.
The trap is set.
So set the trap, Dragonova. And then just go ahead and trigger that. It does 5 damage, which means we should get a definitive kill. So one of them died. The other one is very hurt. We could bring Irwin over here. He has a flank shot at the sectoid. You know what? Yeah, this is it. I'm trusting on you, Steve. Yeah, crikey, Pete. I mean, you trusted me once, mate, and what did I do? Steve Irwin brought the goods home. And Steve Irwin has brought the goods home again. Steve will bring home the bacon. Damn Skippy Steve Irwin got himself a promotion. Pete, what you think I'm going to do? Not get promoted? Please, mate, please.
They've seen me.
Non-zero chance Morgan Freeman does not get the kill here, but he did it. He is the god of war.
Enemy destroyed.
And we good.
The resistance team is in the clear. They're moving to help the other survivors. There's
Fantastic. That's right, resistance. You guys go get them. So far, so good. Dragonova contributing with the Claymore. Well, I mean, you know, Bradford, slaughter, maybe overstating a little. Do you hear something, Morgan Freeman? What do you hear? What is it, boy? What is it? That fire's not going anywhere, Bradford. Bradford's just a little worried because he's got some very, very high alcohol content liquor in his pocket. He'd be like, oh shit, the fire's spreading. They're going to get me. My more Balatin brand gin is going to go up in flames.
Moving out.
Okay, Dragonova, we're just going to play a little cautious with you because we want to make sure our path of approach here is relatively clear of enemies. We do need to take a moment to reload. Alright, Pete, let's do this, mate. Gotta get some bullets in me gun there, and then it's gonna be the Steve Irwin show. Morgan Freeman, you've been pretty quiet this episode. You feeling okay, buddy? I'm just attempting, Pete, to salvage what little remains of my overall dignity. Finding myself in this scenario with these individuals, and I have to admit, Pete, that, well, I love to kill, is what I'm trying to say, and it brings me in cahoots with these somewhat unsavory types. I want to be savory, Pete. That's what I want. I'd like to remain and maintain my savoriness. Is that too much to ask, Pete? May I kill and yet still remain savory? Savory like a delicious, succulent, well-cooked pork chop, Pete. That's really all Morgan Freeman wants. The succulence of a well-cooked pork chop.
Volk says I am to obey.
Alright, Dragonova, we're going to take you up high here and see what we can get. Any enemies? Still no vision on the enemy. Well then.
Designated coordinates.
I got to admit, I'm kind of tempted to just run into this facility then and hunker down with the resist. Oh, okay, Bradford. Don't worry, he didn't feel the pain. The leaping through plate glass windows, an ordinary man would get slashed up and cut all the pieces, but Bradford, he just doesn't give a shit thanks to the 6.5 gallons of gin he's had today. No, don't call the Sky Rangers. They're just going Overwatch. Alright, we finally have encountered some enemies.
First, Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control and the occasional protest. We don't see a whole lot of that anymore.
Yeah, these days they mostly just murder. Alright, one of our civvies, I think. Oliver Robinson went down. I'm sorry, Robinson.
Commander, Advent isn't backing off. They've got units in the AO that are ignoring our forces just to get a better shot at the civilians.
That guy has a lot of health.
Down.
Yeah, take that bastard down. Alright, Resistance. Let's see what you can deal with. Give me some damage. There you go. Way to chip in there, big guy. You know, activating the pod post facto wasn't maybe your greatest idea of all time, but maybe some of the other Resistance personnel can get a shot at him. They're lights out. The Resistance is lights out. Come over, take a shot at this stun lancer. There you go. Tap him one. All right. Well, that was a tough shot. That was a tough shot, admittedly. What do you got here, Jimmy the Resistance? Oh, he's gonna stand and deliver, though. Jimmy Resistance Fighter. Maybe take cover? He criticaled! I know it sounds like disrespectful to my own team, but I really want to just recruit these guys. Alright, Dragonova, you're not going to be able to give us much. We know where that Stun Lancer is, but we're not going to be able to get vision on him from almost any direction. And I don't think Morgan Freeman, I was going to say, I don't think Morgan Freeman has got the soup it will need to get up there in like a support position. So we may have to slow play this. I mean, he can see him, but that's it. Now that he can see him, though, we'll know what tiles Dragonova will be able to see him from and where she might have a reasonable shot. All of these positions, though, seem very suboptimal. I suppose you'd be able to see him from any of these other tiles, would you? Kind of like long angled, weird, some kind of like weird long angle shot. No, we could bring her over here, have her dive in here, and she would definitely have a shot at him. Or not. What is there, like a box in the road?
I am trusting you.
We're not going to get anything out of Dragonova without dumping her concealment, and I really, really don't want to dump her concealment.
I've spotted an alien patrol.
Yeah, they're over there. It's fine. I really don't know how you do not have a shot at that Stun Lancer. That seems borderline impossible, but okay. We're just going to advance under the cover of a little bit of Overwatch here. John Bathtub Bradford. You know what, Bradford? I think I may have to send you in. I'm going to bait with the bathtub. It's a bathtub full of bait right here. There's the delicious John Bradford. You know you want a piece. But he's got his pal Morgan Freeman over here on Overwatch. Stun Lancer, Overwatch. Alright, he's on the move. Morgan Freeman with the hit. Let him keep coming in and let our boys... Okay, this is it, Steve. You got him. You don't got him. You did explode a vehicle in the background, which admittedly was pretty badass because you are Steve Irwin. I mean, that was pretty cool. Other civilian buys. Okay. Crikey, mate. You know, kind of feel a bit responsible for that one. And that one. Not gonna lie, Steve Irwin could have maybe stopped that. Might have prevented that those deaths. But well, what are you gonna do, Pete? Sometimes you're the farmer, and sometimes you're the cow. And I don't even really know what the hell I meant by that. Alright, come on. You guys gotta rack up some kills here, Resistance Troopers. Take this man down. Alright, that's helpful. Got plenty of targets in the open. Potential kill here. Couldn't quite seal the deal. That's okay. You know what? We're gonna help you out on that one. There's a crit! Nice shot, Resistance, Jimmy. Viva la Resistance! He's done it! Viva, what? Whoa, talk about Viva la Resistance, though, here. You're getting a little big for your britches, Jim. I know the other guy's name was Jimmy, but I'm assuming you're his father. He's Jimmy, you're Jim. Here's a flank shot. You got him. It's the crit. He brings the crit. Alright, so we want to kill these guys, and all we really need to do to make that happen is have John Bradford come in here and throw a grenade at him. So Bradford, you still got the Granado, which is... Yeah, I know, they're over there. I mean, that's not new, they've been there for a while now. Okay, well, that changes things a little bit. I was going to throw a grenade at those two and see if I could go for the double kill, but our faceless friend here has emerged.
I'm guessing this is it. It is a remarkable speed.
And you guys are going to take a reaction move, even though the Resistance was very clearly shooting at you a moment ago. Alright, well now we got a real barrel of pickles here. So we can get... Morgan Freeman could come in with a slash, but that's going to do meager damage. He could also come in, crouch behind this fence, and take a shotgun shot, but it's not going to be a great one, and he leaves him potentially flanked by that guy. Although I think he's probably going to have to ride it out with the Resistance. So Steve Irwin, you could come up here. Man, you don't have much either, do you, Steve? Can you see him from there? You can.
Moving to position.
Alright, I don't like this. We gotta focus the faceless, though. We gotta get him down. Irwin, bring it to him. Steve Irwin is dealing. He's dealing. Good shot, Steve. Hey, Crocky, Mike, I had to do something to make up for that earlier shot there that, let's face it, wasn't too swift there. 90% here for our friend Morgan Freeman. Come on, Morgan. He hits and delivers. Good shot. Dragonova. I kind of feel like we got to have you... Well, you're going to be revealed at the end of this turn one way or another. So you know what? Let's just... It's fine. Go ahead and hop out this window. You've lost your concealment, but it's going to get you a flank shot. And in theory, this could take down an Advent Trooper. Could also miss.
The wind must have picked up.
Yeah, you know, you were like 6.5 inches away from him. Let's blame it on the wind. Sure. Alright, somebody's getting aid protocoled here. We just gotta figure out who that somebody's gonna be. You know what? I feel like probably our Reaper may be in the most immediate jeopardy. And then let's see what Bradford's hit percent. Aid protocol ends your turn now? Oh, Bradford had already... Son of a bitch. Bradford had already taken an action because he moved. I'm an idiot. Alright, we're gonna lose some... we're losing some personnel here. There's no two ways about it. Stop butchering Zuzana Jablonski. She didn't deserve that. If you're gonna shoot anybody here, it ought to be Dragonova. I mean, Dragonova kind of does deserve it, actually. You are the most... That was just sad, dog. Come on, visit. Oh, Bradford. Oh, that wasn't Bradford. It was Bradford's twin brother. Wow, this is going to be Bradford, though. Oh, good. There's no cover left, and yeah, this is fantastic. All right, Resistance personnel, you're really going to have to help us out here, because Bradford's going to be hurt now for like 460 billion years. You guys really need to start popping up with some kills. Also, we have lost a disturbing number of civilians. Bradford got injured there, by the way, because I'm an idiot. That's the long and the short of it. I am dumb. Take a flank shot. You got him. Put him in the ground. Close. That's okay. Your buddy's got him. There's some backup. Nicely done. Okay. So far, the mission has not gone ideally, and largely it's my fault. All right, take this shot. Although I'd like to point out, you know, Dragonova, you might have taken a poke at somebody else if you had managed to hit that first shot. Just saying. All right, Irwin. Well, here, Bradford, you just come up to full cover and destroy this man's cover. Get rid of this. Ideally, a kill would be lovely here, Bradford. Alright, John Bradford with a little payback and managed to destroy the loot as well. Nicely done, John.
Good work out there.
Ah, well, I mean, you know, we did rescue 13 out of 19 civilians. That's not too terrible. Feeling go back to my earlier Justice League bit, feeling a little like Superman, actually. Oh, I mean, you know, sure, I stopped General Zod, but most of Metropolis was leveled and I killed trillions of people. Wow, okay, not trillions. Probably tens of millions of people. And I did trillions of dollars in damage. So, there you go. All things considered, it was a win. Well, at least one thing, Pete, shall come of this, while I am likely to get to go on another mission soon with my newfound friend Steve Irwin here. John Bradford will be getting some much-needed time in the infirmary. While you're there, John, you know what, you consider spending 28 days in the infirmary, and may you also consider spending 28 days in detox. I'm not saying you have a problem, John. I'm just saying the sheets on that bed they're going to put you in the hospital are going to be real sweaty. So Bradford, gravely wounded. All right. Do you have a bond, Bradford? No. So you're close with Morgan Freeman. Rescued 13 civilians, which gets us absolutely fuck all. Sectoid corpse, 6 trooper corpses, 3 stun lancer corpse, 1 faceless corpse, which puts us part of the way to a mimic beacon. I like that.
Have dealt another serious blow.
Yeah, you're welcome, Optimus Prime. I see you've been using that same stuff on your big shiny dome that Dr. Tigan has been. Alien Goo Monthly.
Commander,
Is that like some kind of hipster head wax?
aliens day in and day out is no easy task.
A titchophobia.
Eventually, the
Chance to
stress takes
panic
its toll
when
in
missing a
various
shot.
ways. We'll need to keep an eye on each soldier to manage their traits.
Actually, what we're going to need to do is get rid of that shit as quick as possible, and we're going to need an infirmary, because basically Bradford is going to be unusable until that shit is fixed.
Average trooper, but I doubt our forces will have any trouble bringing in a test subject for Tigan to look at.
Yeah, you doubt that
Especially
now,
since he's
but...
not asking for a live one.
Let's get a promotion here for Dragon Over. Remote Start is just so good, and Blood Trail is basically... What's, yeah, okay. Blood Trail, it's a septic tank explosion. We're taking Remote Start because it's flat out amazing.
Traditional soldiers, and can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion.
I'm not even paying attention
Follow
to you
your
at this point.
choices, Commander.
Alright, so we can go with our commander's choice. Steve? You know, we do need another specialist, and Steve Irwin would be fantastic in that capacity. Let's do it. Steve, be my specialist. Hey, crikey, you know what me specialty is, Pete? Got a gator or some other large reptilian in your swimming pool there? Got old Steve Irwin. Steve Specialist, that's what they call me. The immortal specialist. I'll haul that gator right out of your pool there, take him and chuck him into the pond on a golf course. Right back where he belongs there. We have a new photo. When XCOM wins, we all win. I don't really feel like that mission was a win since it put Bradford in the hospital forever because I'm dumb. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see Steve Irwin wrestle that croc out of the swimming pool and take it to a Florida golf course because crocodiles and alligators should probably interbreed. I mean, that's a thing that would be fantastic. Might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.